With Great Power, the Stan Lee story, is a documentary that you can find on Amazon, I believe. It's directed by Nikki Frakes and Terry Dugas. The synopsis goes a little like this. A whole host of celebrities and Stan Lee discuss the life and extraordinary career of Marvel Comics legend Stan Lee, co-creator of more than 500 characters, including Spider-Man, the Hulk, and X-Men. I think that is almost underselling this documentary a bit. I watched this originally, I watched this years ago, probably not long after it came out. And it's so much more than just your typical, let's talk about the life and times of someone, because it really goes into his life further, where he's from, what his inspirations were, what his inspirations behind characters were, the trials and tribulations of Marvel over the years, and it does it in a very, like, it's like watching a really long news story.
Check this out. Intruders caught on camera invading houses. So could something like this happen to you?
Dave Rowe knows all too well how it feels to have his home broken into.
Yeah, and see, that's what the problem was. Because I heard him first. I said, hold on. I said, hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. Because then I start to taste them. I say, and then I start to smell them. So it's like a smell that tastes like other. So I knew something was wrong. I knew something special about it.
Just, shot of it, celebrity after celebrity, and oh my God, there's so many. There's Jason Lee, Patrick Stewart, Lou Ferrigno, Samuel L. Jackson, just so many people in this got involved. Loads of comic book writers as well, like Frank Miller. There were just so many people wanting to give this input about Stan. This was filmed when he was still alive as well. And in it, he must have been about 87. And he's still cracking. He's still going with so much gusto and firepower. You just wouldn't believe that that's an 87-year-old on screen talking to you, showing you around his house. One thing that sets this apart from possibly other documentaries out there, and there's going to be people start making them, loads of people are going to start making them now, is that they followed, a little bit into him and his wife and their relationship, and it's the most charming and earnest relationship I've ever seen. It almost brought me to tears knowing that both these humans weren't with this world anymore, because they are, again, just so full of love for one another. And it's not a show, it's not put on, it's just, they're the two most genuine people that I've seen on screen for a very long time. I'm still processing his death. I'm still yet to figure out a way to tribute the man properly. I'm not going to be the first to hold my hand up and say, I knew Stan. I've been following Stan Lee since. I've read comics really in depth now for several years, thanks to Chris really pushing them on me, getting me to just go back to them, because I used to be into comics when I was a kid. And for me, Stan Lee is always that cameo on Mallrats, where he just plays him, and it's fantastic.
You looking at that couple inside?
Actually, I was just looking at this little pink number over here.
Oh yeah, that's kind of nice. They look happy, don't they?
What, the bras?
No, the couple. They look happy.
I guess, as far as couples go.
It reminds me of an issue of Spider-Man I did when Peter Parker and Gwen Stacy went lingerie shopping. Of course, the Green Goblin showed up, and he pumpkin bombed the hell out of the place. But aside from that, it's pretty much the same thing.
Oh my God. Holy shit! Aren't you?
Oh, Stanley. Hi.
And he made Spider-Man. That's so cool. That's kick-ass. That guy made Spider-Man and the Hulk. And that's all he is. He's just this amazing guy who just never stops. And it's really portrayed in this. The work ethic of this man is ridiculous. there's a really heartfelt moment when someone says to him, Stan, you're 84 years old now, in this interview. Why don't you just, retire? Just stop. And he goes, well, when you retire, he said, when you retire, you finally go, right, I can do what I've always wanted to do. But he's already doing what he wants to do. So the line is, he says, please don't punish me with retirement. It's so heartfelt. There's a really nice part when he's talking about Jack Kirby, his old partner, who by this point had died. I think he died in the 90s. And as he's talking about Jack Kirby, you can just hear these words emulating. People were saying that about him when he died. It's so scary. He's almost laying the groundwork for what everyone's going to say about him, and he doesn't even know. He's just paying tribute to his dear, kind old friend. I mean, it does a few things. It skims over the failures a little bit. If I had to put any bad points about this documentary, skims over the failures of Marvel a little bit. If you want to know about the failures of Marvel, you can watch any comic documentary. I get kind of why they left it out, because there's nothing that they could say that hasn't been said before, and they do go into it enough to let you know that there were some failures, because it explains them having to sell characters off and having to move money about and to come up with new ideas. There's other inaccuracies as well. I describe it, and he says Kirsten Dunst on there, and it says she's an actress. Don't really think that's true. Yeah, really heartfelt. I mean, the bit where his wife's crying just reading a letter that he once wrote her. Just, if that doesn't move you to tears, then you're a heartless tin man. With great power, the Stan Lee story, I am going to give 4 out of 5 docs. So you might have noticed that I'm in a different setting. That's just because my normal What's Up doc set is currently, let's just say, it's just a little bit messy at the moment, and it's going to be like that for a little while. So I'm just going to use here for now. What did you think of the documentary if you've seen it? Have you got anything nice to say about Stan Lee? Please put it in the comments down below. I'm sure I'm going to find a way to do a proper tribute to him, and I'll use those comments in that as well. Please visit www.talknerdy.uk. Don't forget to rate, like, subscribe, all that jazz. And yeah, I've been JB, and I've been Talking Nerdy. Peace!